You'll have a selected few people allowed in your life that kind of like in the Old Testament when they would pray, the priest would have to pray, and when the priest would take things to God for people, only the people's sins could only be forgiven if the priest would take them to God. And then you enter into the temple, then you enter into the second level, and then you would go into the place called the Holy of Holies. It's like when you come into this church, you got the back section, you got the middle section, then you have the pulpit. And see, the pulpit is what we would call the Holy of Holies. That's the most sacred part. Watch this. See, you got 2 veils you go through, 2 levels you go through, then the Holy of Holies. Your friendships, your friends, your real friends are the people. See, in the Holy of Holies, the priest, if you stole something, see, the priest would, if you said to the priest, I stole something, I committed a sin. So the priest now has all of your issues, and he's taking all your issues to God. Because in the Old Testament, you didn't have that right yet, okay? So he's taking all of it. Now when he takes it, he's taking it and he's presenting it to God. God, here are her sins, here are her faults, here are her failures, here are his issues. Boom, they're in the Holy of Holies. That is the most sacred place. Before you die, maybe you'll have 1, maybe 2 friends who will understand this level of your life. Most people won't. Some of you will find out as soon as you tick them off. When the priest took it to the Holy of Holies, he was taking it to God, and he was not interested in knowing why you did what you did, how horrible you were, blah, 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 blah. He just gave it to God. Now, there should be only 1 or 2 people, maybe 3 in your lifetime, maybe. I don't know. Maybe some of you have 50 or 60. If you start writing a list right now, I'm going to tell you what you do. You write down all the things in your life that you don't want anybody else to know, and all the people that you've had in your life who came to your rescue and did not require that you come back and give back to them, and didn't bother you about it. And if you know those people, and right now if you fell flat on your back, could roll you over, pick you up as heavy as you are and carry you somewhere, you and your issues, if you know of anybody like that in your life, that's probably your friend. I'm not talking about because you just met him and he's cute and fine now. If you cannot afford them, if you cannot make up with them, if you don't have to do any pleasures for them and they can still love you, or not even love you, that they just tolerate you because they're not letting you off the hook, because some weird way God has led them into your life, and you don't have to do any sexual favors, you don't have to do any minimal favors, you don't have to do any spiritual favors, you don't have to do all these things in order to qualify. They will know you a good person, whether you're a man, woman, I don't care if you're straight, crooked, gay, and they will be there. That's probably your friend. Now let that marinate, because that would have made me mad if I was in my old self. No, that would have made me mad right there. I would have said, you don't know nothing about me, Rickie no Rush. But behind that veil, we've allowed them to see things that others will never see. Those are the friends I'm talking about now. I'm talking about these are the people who are going to have to talk you back. Everybody can't talk you back. You know why? Because the average person you will lie to and tell them you're already back. Your friend will look at you and go, you just lying like a rug. Your friend know when you're not back. I mean, because remember, this is a person who knows what's behind the veil. You might want to write this down. I need to buy this CD and just give it away. They know. They know before you tell them. Your real friend can tell you hungry before you ever make the phone call to say, let's eat. Because your real friend would have made the phone call first and said, how you doing? Even after you've been fighting and saying some crazy stuff. Let me give you another news flash. It might take you to be almost 40 to 30 to 40 years old before you find one. The people you know right now, young people in your teens, those are people who are getting warmed up for your friendship. You can't get a friend. You're too young to even understand what a friend is now. You're still trying to learn yourself so you know how to present your ugly you to the person who has to tolerate you after you're not good enough to be everything you pretended to be. See, your real friend will know you when you can't twerk. I said it. Don't write me about it. Young people right now are selling themselves because they don't understand the value of friendship. And then when it's time for you to be old enough to be a friend, you're so burnt out on your practice friends that you put up a wall and you block people out that God is sending to walk you through your journey. They look like friends until you couldn't perform, till you couldn't write the check, till you couldn't pick them up, till you couldn't go out and get high with them, till you couldn't break it down, till you couldn't stay out all night, till you couldn't curse and hate the same people they hurt, till you wouldn't sit around and listen to them complain about being as blessed as they are, having jobs that they have, having families that they have, having cars that they have, having all the luxuries that they have, having Jordans, having warm-ups, having all that stuff, and still fussing and complaining. That they will love you until you have to correct them and say, you need to back up. And now I got to talk you back. You're too far. You're going too far. There is an intimacy between and behind that veil or that second or third level. And only the most trusted people belong here. You got that holy of holies kind of friend who know your highest dreams, and they know your greatest achievements, and they know your deepest secrets, and they know your biggest failures. And so if I just gave you a list of 3 things right now and nobody knows any of those, they're not your friends yet. They may be qualifying. Now you're about to see how valuable this word is that we just throw away and throw around. How are you going to meet a friend online that you just met yesterday who is not even who they say they are? Meet me somewhere. Are you crazy? They are. You made up this fake name, this fake body, this fake age, everything about you's fake, and you think they're going to tell you the truth, and both of y'all meet each other at a certain place, and you can't recognize each other because you both lied on your application, and you're sitting right next to each other, and one of you mad because the other didn't show up, and both of y'all showing up, tripping, looking crazy because you're desperate for somebody, and you don't appreciate yourself, and you don't even want to introduce them to the you that you know, and both of y'all stone silly, just crazy. I don't care what you say. You 50, got to meet somebody 22. You don't even talk like 22. They know you're not 22 because you don't even know how to rap. You got old Al Green rap. She rapping like Beyonce. She knows she.